ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ನಾವು ಈಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಕೈಲೇಷನ್. Amines undergo alkylation forming various other amines. Primary amine under alkylation forming secondary amine, tertiary amine, even quaternary ammonium salt. That depends on the concentration of alkyl halide. Suppose if you take high concentration of alkyl halide, then you will get major product as tertiary amine, if not quaternary ammonium salt. If you take less amount of alkyl halide, then the product is going to be primary amine or secondary amine. Next, acylation. Due to the presence of hydrogen attached to nitrogen, acyl chloride can undergo reaction with amines forming corresponding amides. Next is very important reaction, naming reaction, carbylamine reaction, when a aromatic amine or aliphatic amine, specifically primary amine, on reaction with chloroform and potassium hydroxide, that's a base, you get isocyanides or carbylamines. Isocyanides or carbylamines. Therefore, this reaction is called as carbylamine reaction. Very, very important. So, this can be used to test amines. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, next property, reaction with nitrous acid. So, nitrous acid generally very unstable species. So, ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಬೇಕೋ ಆವಾಗ ice cold NaNO2 and dilute HCl ಹಾಕಿ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. This cannot be stored in reagent bottle for long time. So, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಬೇರೆ amines ಬೇರೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. So, therefore, nitrous acid test can be used to differentiate amines from one another. For example, primary aliphatic amines ಆದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ರಿ ಆಲಿಫ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಆರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಆದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೈಟ್ರೋಸ್ ಡೆರಿವೇಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆಲಿಫ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಆದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆರೋಮ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಮೈನ್ ಆದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಡಯಾಜೋನಿಯಂ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆನಪಿರಲಿ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿ ಐಸ್ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ 0 to 5 degrees Celsius. ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ದ ಡಯಾಜೋನಿಯಂ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್, ದಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಗೋ ಡಿಕಂಪೋಸಿಷನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಆಲಿಫ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಅಮೈನ್ಸ್ ಆದರೆ ಬರೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಡಯಾಜೋನಿಯಂ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ. ಆದರೆ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಅನ್ಸ್ಟೇಬಲ್, ದೇ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಇಂಟು ಆಲ್ಕೋಹಾಲ್. So, secondary amines will give you yellow oily colored nitrosoamines. So, this reaction can be used for testing for secondary amines by Lieberman's nitroso test or Lieberman nitroso reaction. So, that is at the last you get red color solution. So, that is the indication of secondary amines. So, next reaction is reaction with Innsberg reagent. Very important property of this amines. So, Innsberg reagent nothing but benzene sulfonyl chloride. So, this Innsberg reagent on reaction with primary amines, it gives you N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide. Secondary amine gives you N, N-dialkyl benzene sulfonamide. Difference ಏನಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಅಮೈನ್ ಜೊತೆ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋದು N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide, ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ KOH. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುವ ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ನು ಅಸಿಡಿಕ್ ಇನ್ ನೇಚರ್. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಾಲ್ಯುಬಲ್ ಇನ್ ಬೇಸ್. ಆದರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಅಮೈನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು N, N-dialkyl benzene sulfonamide. Due to the absence of hydrogen attached to nitrogen, they are insoluble in base. So, this is a difference between reaction of primary amines and secondary amines with benzene sulfonyl chloride, nothing but Innsberg reagent. So, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮೈನ್ಸ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಈಗ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗೋಣ. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಈಗ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರ್ಸ್ನ ಸಿನಾಪ್ಸಿಸ್ ನೋಡೋಣ ಬ್ರೀಫಾಗಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಪಾಲಿಮರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ನ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ನೀವು ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರ್ಸ್ನ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಪಾಲಿಮರ್ಗೂ ಕೂಡ ರಾ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಷಲ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯೂಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರ್. ಸೊ ಇವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೆ ಆದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪಾಲಿಮರ್ಸಿಂದ ಬರೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ತುಂಬ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ let us see the addition polymers first. Polythene, monomer CH2 double bond CH2, ethene. Posture structure CH2, CH2, N times. This is partial structure of polythene or polyethylene. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ there are two different types of polythenes, HDPE and LDPE. LDPE nothing but low density polyethylene which is used in insulation of our packing material. And next one is high density polyethylene. Generally it is obtained by the usage of catalyst called Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Napka irli, this is very very important. Ziegler-Natta catalyst, titanium tetrachloride or sometimes titanium trichloride also along with triethyl aluminum can be used as catalyst. So polyethylene, two types. One is low density polyethylene, ಎರಡನೇದು high density polyethylene used in making household wares, plastic containers. ಎರಡನೇದು polytetrafluoroethene or ethylene. This is a monomer. This is a monomer. And this is this tetrafluoroethene, and this is a partial structure and generally used for making non-stick wares. Non-stick wares, because this is stable at high temperature and non-reactive with even the acid and bases. So therefore it is used in making non-stick cookwares. Next one is PAN, polyacrylonitrile. So this is a monomer, acrylonitrile or vinyl cyanide, and this is a partial structure and these are the uses. So this is used in making Orlon and acrylon. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಈಗ ನಾವು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡೆನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. My dear students, let us see another class of polymers now. So another class of polymers, polyesters. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ, terylene is a Decron is there in your syllabus. So terylene or Decron is obtained by the combination of glycol and terphthalic acid. So ethylene glycol and terphthalic acids are the raw materials or the ingredients, and this is a partial structure and this is a ester linkage. So these are n numbers of polyesters. So these polyesters are used in making wash and wear fabric. So terylene or Decron is a polyester used in making wash and wear fabric. The next kind of polymer is polyamides. Amide and the CONH bond irbeku. There are n number of amide linkages, we call them as polyamides, that is all. So your protein is also a polyamide, peptide, CONH bond, peptide bond. So your protein is also a polyamide which is also polymer. So this is another set of polymer, another kind of polymer called polyamides. NIM syllabus alli there are two different polymers. One is called nylon 6,6, other one is called as nylon 6. So these are the raw material, adipic acid and hexamethylene diamine, hexamethylene diamine. So these two are the monomers, and then this is the partial structure and this is the use. Next is nylon 6. It is obtained by caprolactam. This is a caprolactam and this is a partial structure and this is the use of nylon 6. So nylon 6,6, that is because both the monomers containing 6 carbon atom each. So nylon 6 because the monomer containing 6 carbon atom. So ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೂ ನಾನು ಪಾಲಿಮರ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸಿನಾಪ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಲಿಮರ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ discuss about, or you can just concentrate on bakelite, melamac or melamine polymer. Don't forget to learn about biodegradable polymers. There are many questions are going to appear on these biodegradable polymers. ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ polymers are generally non-biodegradable. So ನಿಮ್ಮ syllabus ಅಲ್ಲಿ PHBV, nylon 2, nylon 6. So these are the two polymers which are biodegradable. So you have to concentrate on these polymers also. So if you concentrate and learn this much synopsis and little more about it, so you are going to definitely able to crack any question going to which coming on these concepts. So ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಮಿತ್ರರೇ, ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೂ ಸಿನಾಪ್ಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾಮನ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ MCQ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್. Dear students, let us see some important questions or most common questions which are going to come under amines and polymers. Let us see first in amines, then we go for polymers later on. The first question is something like this. Amines behaves as. Amine behave as. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಸಿನಾಪ್ಸಿಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ರೀಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Amines behaves as basic compound due to their capacity of donation of lone pair of electrons. The lone pair of electron present on nitrogen responsible for basic nature of amines. So, according to concept of Lewis acid and base, electron donors are said to be Lewis bases. So, the option is Lewis acids, Lewis bases, aprotic acids, amphoteric acid. Obviously, the answer is very, very straight. Amines behaves as Lewis bases. So, the option B should be the correct one. Let us go on to the next question now. The strongest base in aqueous solution dissolved in water among the following is. ನಾನು ನಿಮಗೆ ಭಾಳಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಮೈನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ವೇರಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಮೀಡಿಯಮ್ ಯು ಟೇಕ್. ಆಕ್ವೇಯಸ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದ ಕಂಬೈನ್ಡ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೀರಿಕ್ ಹಿಂಡ್ರೆನ್ಸ್, ಹೈಡ್ರೋಜನ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ alkyl groups, steric hindrance, hydrogen bonding and inductive effect. So, all the three combinedly decides the basic strength of amines in aqueous medium. So, generally secondary amines are more basic in aqueous medium when compared to tertiary, primary, etc. So, therefore, options are something like this: N, N diethyl ethanamine. This is a secondary amine. N-ethyl ethanamine, this is a primary amine. N-methyl methanamine, again a primary amine. Next is ethanamine. So, obviously, the option A should be correct one, because in aqueous medium, secondary amines are strongly basic. Dear students, the next question goes like this. Which of the following reacts with sodium nitrite plus HCl to give phenol? Illi nimge phenol is the end product. So, phenol you should get by the reaction of any one of this compound with sodium nitrite and dilute HCl. Nimge gottirli, when you react a primary aromatic amine with ice cold solution of sodium nitrite in the presence of dilute HCl, diazotization is a process. So, due to diazotization you get diazonium salt. So, diazonium salt upon boiling with water gives you phenol. So, obviously among all the four options, the option is option D.